we are not missing another John Wisconsin story this time. Last time you weren't super, you didn't have a whole lot. This time I guarantee you got a good story.
Now I'm getting rated, huh?
Well,
all right. Well, remember I remember the last one I promised that I was going to tell you about, kind of my genesis moment with the heavens. So I've decided I need to pass on that again, though. Leave the people what you want. But since, and I have my Green Bay Southwest sweatshirt on, so I thought, I'll have to hang out. Track and field, by the way. And then I've been having to shovel a lot in March. We've been having unusual snowfall. So I thought I'm going to tell you one of my favorite sledding stories.
Ah, good.
So we go over there in Green Bay to Fireman's Park, which is not very close to where I lived at the time. It's over there on by Mason Street and Beaver Dam Drive. It sits in there. I'm sure you know where this is, right?
Yeah, careful at 9th. 9th military. You had to go.
What's that?
Yeah, careful at 9th and military. I was just making sure that as you went to, anyway, go ahead.
Yes. Anyway, so because we'd go to John Muir. So we go to Fireman's Park, and now it becomes sort of this full contact tobogganing, right? We're down there and we're going, and now there's 4 guys on one, and now you try to just jump on the other guys and see if you can just wipe them out, and it's just complete mayhem, right? So we're over there, and it might have been dark because that's always cool to sled at night, right? You go over the hill, and we're going. And so we have this full contact tobogganing, and then our poor friend Mark Halava, all of a sudden we look at him as we come back up, and he takes his hat off because you get sweaty and snow all over you, and he's got this over his eye, just this giant
goose egg,
purple goose egg that you're like, that's terrible. That's gonna, we've got to. This man needs medical attention.
Ooh,
right. So we got to take him. We got to get him over to the hospital. Probably go to the emergency room over there at what St. Mary's is down there on Shawano is the thing, right? So obviously nobody wants to call their parents when this kind of happening because you're just supposed to be tobogganing. And so we got to take Paco to get that thing lanced, and he lives to tell about it. What I find funny about the story is we were all like 21 when this happened. This wasn't like we were 8. This was when we all from college and probably criminally overserved, and we're tobogganing at Fireman's Park, and it's just complete mayhem.
Was Byron there?
Of course he was.
I thought this story was going to end with him being knocked out again.
And Pete was there, and my guest Sharpie was there, and my boy Mauro Dragicchio was probably there. And then you had Paco, Mark Halava. We called him Paco because that was his name in Spanish class.
Oh,
Paco.
Got it.
Yeah, so he's there. By the way, did I ever tell you my friend Pete's nickname?
No.
Pete's nickname is Pete. So that's really
super creative.
So if you said Pete, then that was him. But if you said like Pete Townsend, his nickname was after Pete Townsend. So he was the rare guy whose name and his nickname are exactly the same.
I don't think it's a nickname. Okay. All right. I believe you. Man, that's good.
There you go. But we were 20 and we were doing this. Or 21. It was 21. Terrible. It probably delayed us getting down what is it over there? The Blackstone or wherever we want to go eat.
Yeah.
At 2 a.m. So
jeez,
kids, just be careful out there. That's all this is. It's just a cautionary tale. I don't want to see people make the same mistake I made, especially at 20 or 21.
Your whole life story is kids, be careful. Don't do this. Like your childhood story is that.
Right, there's 100 times in my life when natural selection should have taken me out.
No. Shut up and sit down.